Hi, I'm Cameron Emmanuel Burns, reporting for FinTech Futures here at FinovateEurope, and I'm delighted to say that I'm joined by Marco Eijsackers from ING. Firstly, how's your day been here, and then could you give us your role at ING?
Yes, but of course, thanks for having me. It's been an amazing day already, the last 5 hours or so. Joined the panel as well this morning. My current role at ING is head of CIO Office, which is a relatively new role within ING or in this industry as well. In short, it's all about making sure you do the right things and doing them right from a tech perspective. So it has to do with the strategic roadmap, with the transformational roadmap, but also with resources and performance indicators that come with it.
Sure. And you mentioned your panel this morning. I was there, it was great, really informative. But from your point of view, and it was on digital transformation, I should say, from your point of view, what are the key takeaways from it?
Well, first of all, we agreed on the panel, which is perhaps not that interesting for the audience, but I think it still was. But we agreed upon a couple of things. First of all, it's perhaps not so much anymore a digital transformation, it's a transformation as such. And transformation is an ongoing process. And the current transformation is a bit more digital, okay. But there's also a next phase coming up. And we touched a little bit upon that, including, of course, the discussion about AI and how to use it and when to use it and how prudent to use it. What we also discussed, and that is more like a reality check, is that it's really important to let's say, finish what we already started. So not jump into the next new thing, but first we are all on a transformation path, moving to the cloud, modular architecture, getting rid of your legacy. Finish that first before you start adding even more interesting or new technologies, because it will add more complexity. So first of all, finish what you started and then implement the new technologies.
And so in your view, what are some of the key digital transformation trends that we're seeing across the financial service industry?
How many minutes do we have?
Well, a few.
Because there are some trends around, and of course we can't leave AI unmentioned. It's there. I think the consensus is also it's there to stay, but to what extent? We still are all experimenting a little bit. Where's the value? It's in customer interaction, perhaps in developer experience, but we're still all experimenting a little bit with that. So that's definitely a trend. We can't leave them out. Some other trends that are around are still about automation. Deliver faster, less errors. It's still there. Making use of data, let's say in general, collecting data, analyzing data, to engage with your clients in a better way, more personal, more relevant. It's still there. But also, and that's also from a personal or ING perspective, also improving the developer experience. Because if you want to improve the customer experience, more personalized, more relevant, faster, you need to develop for that. So you also need to make sure that your developers actually can work faster and better and smarter. So improving the developer experience within our scalable tech platform, that's also very, very important. Yeah.
Well, you have just touched upon that there about ING focusing on developer experiences and that relationship there. But what other approaches are ING trying to go towards in relation to digital transformation at the moment? What is your strategy there?
Strategy in our digital transformation?
Yeah, so what approach are you using to carry out your strategy there?
Now, first of all, of course, have a plan, have a North Star, and I think we also express that quite clear. The world is changing. It's a new world with a new vocabulary, cloud, modular architecture, improving the customer experience, work agile. So that is let's say the current plan or the current roadmap that we're working upon, and what we need to finish. And I think we're quite far in doing so. And in doing so, we have created what we call, and cherish a bit, is our scalable tech platform, cloud-based scalable tech platform, which really enables faster delivery and faster development of, in the end, customer propositions. And our clients value us for that, but that's where we are today. But it's an ongoing process. So we're all already of course, looking at what is up next, what kind of new technologies are coming our way. We need to know more about it. For example, about AI. Let's experiment with it, or especially in our customer interaction and developer experience. Bit in fraud, KYC related capabilities. And of course, there are many more technologies coming our way, but let's discuss that next year.
Sure. And thank you for that. But so with how quickly digital acceleration has been progressing over recent years, and with the rise of new digitally native challenges, how difficult is it for the incumbents to keep up with this change, given their size and hurdles such as potential legacy systems and legacy thinking?
Quite hard, as many surveys show. There's also, for example, an MIT survey amongst 1,300 incumbents, and not only financial industry, because this is omnipresent, pharmaceuticals, energy, industrial. We're dealing with this legacy, or this spaghetti and silo that we have created in the last couple of decades or years. We're all dealing with that. And for lots of incumbents or established companies, it's quite hard to get out of those spaghettis and silos, which is understandable. It is complex, lack of incompatibility. You still need to adhere to regulations, and you have your promises to your clients, a lot of investments involved. So it is not that easy to get out of your legacy and simply move on to the next technology.
Yeah, I completely agree. So I've got a couple of questions here, almost in one. But is there ever a fear that by the time the project is over, the technology may have moved on? And then should digital transformation be a constant running throughout the bank?
Yeah, I think you already give the answer in the question. It is indeed a continuum. So it's not so much a fear, but at least be aware that it is a continuum. And currently, our current transformation in the industry, or in the industries, we call a digital transformation. We are in the digital age. Probably the next transformation will be a more experience-based transformation. Previous transformations were more about automation. So it will always be there. It is indeed a continuum, and you need to have your plan, you need to have your direction, you need to have your roadmap, but also the agility to adapt once you know more about the technology or new technologies come your way. That is really a key takeaway in this thinking.
Absolutely. And just to finish off, are there any new developments that you could let us know about that ING are coming up with at the moment?
From an ING perspective, definitely. I also have, of course, my personal interests in new technologies, and we really are looking at those as well, what might be coming our way, and let's make sure that we're ready to adapt to whatever is coming our way. But currently, I would say the most important ones were definitely indeed on the element of data, not only AI. There's so much more than Gen AI, and you should integrate it. You should be prudent and cautious about it, and use it for the right reasons to add value to your customers. But there are many more aspects to that. So definitely working on that. Scaling also, or further improving our payment services, our mobile payment services, further extended to the market, which is an obvious customer need. And further improving, I mentioned it before, our so cherished Scalable tech platform. We still can further grow this platform, more reusables, more components to build faster, but also to make it easier for our developers to actually build propositions for our customers or better insights for our customers. So those are some of the key things that we're currently working on.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of Finovate.
I will definitely do so.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.